What's up, players? My name is Mike Doherty from Chiptooth Gaming, and alongside me today are
Don't call me the heavy hitter.
the heavy hitter himself,
So stupid.
Kyle Bunyea, and the best friend in the business, Connor Green.
It's your boy.
Your boy.
Can I be Big Daddy?
That sounds weird. I don't want to call you Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. What's Big Daddy?
Hey, I like it when they call me Big Dad.
It's Papa.
Whatever. Let's change it. Change it.
Hands in the air and use a true
And for those of you who don't know, this is the Chiptooth Podcast. We record on Saturdays. We post it on Tuesdays for your enjoyment. So go ahead and like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Let them know. Support us.
Share it.
So we can get bigger. We can do cooler things. It's going to be a great ride. Now,
Fast ride.
today we got a lot, well, not a lot of news in the news today. What, 5 stories, Kyle?
6.
Here on the Bunyea Report.
It was boring. It was a boring week. It was a lot of Pokemon Go. And I'm kind of over all those stories.
Freaking
Still playing the
Pokemon
game
Go.
like crazy.
Yeah.
Still love the game.
For sure.
IGN. And
Don't care about the
clickbait.
stories. Don't care anymore. Move on.
Nah.
We get it. People are dying. Kids are finding dead bodies. And getting hit by cars. Just play safe. Play safe.
Don't be stupid. Be around. Be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
so, 6 stories.
6 stories.
Let's get into the news. The news.
You gonna let me do this?
Well, I'm just trying to. I need a. We need like a.
You get to do the news next
We
week,
need a
Kyle,
segue.
Yeah,
like
just let me do it.
I know, but I'm saying like we need like a cool name, like the Bunyea.
Yeah, we always go through this. Dude.
Bunyea Report.
Nothing happens.
What should the segment be called?
I don't know.
Can we talk about this later? Let's just do the news.
And now for the Bunyea Report.
You're stupid. I'm gonna make you do this.
All right, go.
Yeah, shut up. So, first story comes from Polygon. Batman Telltale series coming to retail the month after the season premiere. So, they're releasing it first digitally in August, next month. Super excited about that. It will be followed by the physical release September 19th. And it will be dropping as a whole, as a physical, with the digital download codes for the remaining episodes. Remember, Telltale releases episodic games. So, what?
Nothing, man.
Stop looking at me.
Keep going.
Stop looking at me.
Wait,
Big
so
Daddy.
is this episodic?
Yeah.
Oh,
Episode
so
1 comes out digitally
That's why
in
the
August.
physical is coming out later.
Right, and that's coming out with a little code that's their season pass. You're going to put that into your PlayStation Store, Xbox Marketplace, and it's just going to automatically download when the new episodes come out.
Okay.
But if you buy it digitally, you have to buy the episodes individually.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
there's that one.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I've never played a Telltale game before. Did not get on the Walking Dead hype train that everyone else was on.
When did you
I
say
didn't
that?
think
August
it was
what?
very good.
They don't have a specific date in August. They just said August, so I'm guessing mid-August.
Want to review that for us?
And it was September 16th.
Yeah, go for it and review it for us, man.
Sure, I will do that.
Okay, but why?
I said
why are you
September
excited?
19th. The physical is September 16th.
I'm with Kyle. I've never played a Telltale game. Have you played a
I
Telltale
played The Walking Dead and it wasn't good.
Well,
Connor doesn't like it.
yeah, Connor doesn't like it.
That's right.
A lot of
I
people
don't like a
liked
lot of
it.
games.
Popular game, all right?
Yeah. A
But
lot of people liked it. Connor didn't like it.
you're the Batman guy. I don't like super. That's his, right there. Why?
Taking,
Why are you excited? Why?
It's
you
Batman.
don't play?
It's more
Telltale.
Batman games. I don't care. It's more Batman games. And if it's coming from a good developer, which it is, Telltale has a good reputation right now. They're riding that hot streak.
Except all their games are broken.
Hey, it doesn't matter. People enjoy them. People enjoy the stories. And that's what I'm excited about, is another Batman story.
We'll do. Let's play this. I think that would be
We
fun.
should. I think it would be a lot of fun.
All right.
And they're
Let's do
typically
it.
not that long, so. Next, another Polygon story. That's where I get a lot of my news from. I like them.
Nice.
They're
Breaking
good
news.
video game journalists. Can't say that about everybody. Polygon, Rogue One is Star Wars Battlefront's 4th DLC pack. Spin-off film's top bad guy will play a key role. So it sounds like you're going to get another villain to play.
Yeah.
Rogue
thank
One
goodness.
Hopefully, it's a lightsaber.
And hopefully he's a good one.
doesn't.
Lame.
Rogue One has like no Jedi or Sith
I
other
know.
than Darth
Well,
Vader.
there's like
And Darth Vader's
two
like, we
people with
still don't
lightsabers.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Lame.
Character choices.
I want to start a
That's,
game with
that's the
lightsabers.
era. That's the era. What do you want? Old decrepit Yoda?
Sort it out, Dice. Yeah, there we go.
I want.
The little midget going everywhere.
Sidious should have had a lightsaber. That's all I'm saying. That's not my business,
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rogue One's Scarif will be the 4th and final expansion of Star Wars Battlefront and will launch sometime this winter, around the time of the spin-off film. Electronic Arts announced today at Star Wars Celebration 2016. Have you guys been watching any of this?
Nope.
No? I showed you guys the behind-the-scenes video of Rogue One.
Wait,
Yeah.
so Star Wars Celebration's going on now?
Yeah, it's in Europe this weekend. I may or may not have been watching a good chunk of that when I should have been sleeping.
Who needs sleep?
All right.
Because it comes on early in the morning is when it
needs
starts.
sleep?
Freaking Europeans.
Yeah,
Give it
jerks.
the...
Think you're better than us? No, but I showed you guys the behind-the-scenes video. Did it get you at least excited about
I'm
it?
got me
pumped.
really
Rogue
excited.
One, I'm excited for.
Yeah.
The news in this story is Battlefront's still a thing.
Yeah.
That's the real news, that they're coming out with things from Battlefront.
In my mind, it's
Still.
not a thing anymore.
It's their last DLC. So this is our fond farewell to the return
And then
of
I get a
Battlefront.
story, and I'm good to go.
Mm.
Just give me the story on the next Battlefront.
Oh, I was
Okay.
like, you're not getting a story.
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
just
Yeah.
more multiplayer maps and another hero or villain.
Sort it out,
They
Dice.
need a story.
Sort it out. Dice.
Anyway. Surrounded by boobs. Can't get through news.
That sounded like that hurt. Did you hear that gulp? Sounded like it hurt his pipes.
Nani.
Oh, man.
Anyway,
Slithered down the wrong pipe.
next story from Polygon again.
You
Sorry,
alright, man?
go for it.
Shut up. This is my time.
My bad, man.
My time.
The Bunyea Report.
You know, I was choking a little bit.
Feed my ego and shut up. Let me talk. Nintendo announces Mini NES launching this fall. The NES... NES Classic Edition will sell for $59.99. Nintendo is set to launch its next console, the NX, in March, but the company is also giving fans of its retro games something to look forward to as well. A new mini Nintendo Entertainment System packed with 30 original NES games.
Whoa, dude. That's such a steal.
Well, let's go down and look at... Hold on,
Well,
you butthole.
This came out of nowhere on the day that...
You're such a butthead.
It's not Xbox, not Call of Duty.
$60, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
Do re mi.
This came out of nowhere on the day that it was announced. It was like, they could have made this a bigger deal and could have got a lot more hype behind it. But I guess that Pokemon Go is already carrying that steam for
Yeah.
Nintendo.
I think they're just doing it for like a collector's
This
edition
is
type thing.
awesome. All right, go down the...
Anyway,
go down
this
the
is going to be
screens.
awesome to have at my house when I do have a kid old enough to play video games because I can introduce him to the ones, or her, don't want to get too presumptuous.
It's a guy.
I hope so.
Did you just announce you had a kid on camera?
No, we talked about this last week.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did. Remember? I said, I have bills, I have a wife, I have a kid on the way.
Oh, that
and
was
you
subtle.
You two awkwardly
Baby
stopped.
Bunyea coming.
No, you two awkwardly stopped and clapped last time.
Oh, did we?
Yes.
Baby Bunyea's coming, everybody.
They don't even
I don't
watch their own
remember.
videos.
I walk out of the room and I forget.
That's
That's how it
true.
goes.
Out of sight, out of mind. Anyway, the list. Balloon Fight, never played it. Bubble Bobble, never played it.
Sounds rad.
Castlevania, played it. Too young to understand what I was doing. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. Donkey Kong Jr. Double Dragon 2, The Revenge. Dr. Mario. Excite Bike. Love Excite Bike.
Sounds radical.
Final Fantasy, Galaga. Ghosts and Goblins, Gradius. Ice Climbers, Kid Icarus. Kirby's Adventure, Mario Brothers. Now, that's the Mario Brothers with the pipes where you run. You guys ever play that one?
No.
It's not Super Mario Brothers. It's the one with like the platforms you run across and there's the spiked turtle shells trying to
Donkey Kong?
kill you. No, well, it kind of looks like that. Anyway, we're playing that when this comes out because I'm totally buying this.
I'm buying it.
Mario Brothers, Mega Man 2, Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, Pac-Man, Punch-Out featuring Mr. Dream, Star Tropics, Super C, Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3, Tecmo Bowl. Tecmo Bowl.
It's awesome.
That's
I'm
so
glad
cool.
that's in there.
The Legend of Zelda and Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. So, 30 great games. Some of those not NES games. They were arcade games like Pac-Man and Galaga. But awesome that they're included in this.
I'm excited for this because this is Nintendo's rare replay. These are,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of these games I haven't played, and
Kind of.
I know that's kind of like a big like scary thing for people. Like, oh, you call yourself a gamer and you haven't played like Castlevania. That's something I want to try, not a game I'm sure I'd be into.
Get on the
but
grind.
I'm getting this just for that, to be able to go back and actually experience some of these games. And you get the cool little NES.
Yeah.
It's a cool collector's thing. So it's basically they're outdoing Xbox's Rare Replay with the NES.
Yeah, it's a
replay.
tiny little box.
That's awesome.
Plug
I'm
into your
excited.
kid's TV.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be really cool.
And you
to
got
see.
2 ports for the
Controllers,
NES
the
controllers.
old NES
It looks rad.
Yeah.
I'm stoked on that Kirby game. I used to grind that bad boy out. If you know what I'm saying.
That was a weird way to put it, but all right.
That's
I don't
all right,
know what
though.
you're saying.
I used to grind it out.
Please
Kirby.
explain
Don't need
how
to.
you grinded Kirby.
What, on the 3DS? Or on the DS?
No.
Kirby game? Or on the NES?
Yeah.
You had an NES?
On something like that. I remember playing it though.
Weird. I didn't think Connor Green would.
Every time
own Nintendo
every
system.
time
Yeah,
I
dude.
do one of these with you guys, I'm reminded of how old I am.
I had an
I
N64.
don't even know what it was. I just
Yeah.
It's like anything else.
I know.
I
It just
remember.
New
makes
things,
me
man.
feel
The
old.
Game Gear, I don't.
Makes me feel
I
old.
had it for a little bit. Doesn't mean I remember it.
It would be kind of cool to see them do this with like Nintendo
SNES
64,
and the
Super Nintendo, the GameCube, just
Yeah.
like a miniature version
GameCube.
packed with all their good
Bring that
games.
back.
Don't bring back the GameCube.
Bring it
Please,
back.
Nintendo, please.
There was some
Great
good
memories.
games. There
This
was
is a
some
good game.
games.
Don't bring it back.
It
And the
was-
little thing, maybe that'd be rad.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Smash
saying.
Bros?
If they bring, I think it would be cool to do an SNES one of these.
And then 4 ports, and then you
Yeah.
can do Smash Brother Melee. Oh, Doctor, sign me up for that.
Easy.
Dude, one of you guys just burped, and
That was me.
it
That was my insights. I don't
Oh.
eat healthy, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
But
smelled like a.
that's
garlic
cool
poop.
because if the GameCube did that, like with the 4 controllers, like that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like HDMI, like output, like I'm all about this, Nintendo. Good job.
We'll see. We'll see how well this sells. Maybe it is something they're planning on doing. Next story: Battlefield television series in the works at Paramount. EA shooter series is coming to drama. So, kind of cool when you read down here. Paramount TV president Amy Powell praised the first-person shooter franchise for its incredibly dynamic narrative. Paramount TV actively seeks smart content from all sectors that will resonate with audiences and translate compelling programming. EA's Battlefield has an incredibly dynamic narrative coupled with a loyal fan base, which will allow us to bring this exciting and unique property to the small screen. We look forward to working with EA in anonymous content and thank Michael Sugar, sweet last name,
Oh man.
for his tenacity in bringing us this exciting project. So, no news on what channel, possible release date, nothing like that. What do you guys think?
It's MASH.
So this is gonna be a TV show.
It's not going to be MASH.
It's MASH. It's gonna be MASH.
Yeah, it's going to be a TV show.
Welcome back,
TV
MASH.
series. No.
Battlefield.
You know, have you guys seen like the Halo movies?
No.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like that, but TV show. And it's not gonna be.
It wasn't there a Halo TV show supposed to come out for Xbox when they announced the Xbox?
I don't know.
And the
but
whole press conference where it's like TV.
the videos weren't really good. They weren't good at all.
I don't think it's going to be bad. I think we're looking at something potentially Band of Brothers style
yeah.
TV show.
It's gonna be bad.
HBO. World War II.
Canceled first season.
Well, it's just going to be interesting. What era do you think they should take it in? Because we've seen Battlefield stretch across a vast history of military warfare. Where would you like to see
World War One.
World War One?
I think that would make more sense for them too, like marketing wise,
Oh,
because they're coming out
with
with
the game.
Battlefield One,
true.
and there's not really a lot of World War One shows, especially fiction. So I think that's the way they would take it. Would I want to see that? Maybe. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't even know what this show could possibly be to get me to watch it.
You
I
know
stopped watching Nashville,
They could do, and like
and that's a show I'd watch.
different seasons, they could put it in different eras.
Well, that's what I was
You
just
know what
thinking.
I'm saying?
Okay, this is going to sound stupid, but you guys watched Forrest Gump, right?
Yeah.
You remember Lieutenant Dan had a relative die in every United States war?
Is this a crossover or what?
What if it's just like a young Lieutenant Dan being told stories by his grandma
Ooh.
about how all his
Yeah.
relatives have
that's a
died
deep
in every
cut
war?
of Forrest Gump tie-in.
No, I'm just saying.
That would be
not
good.
not a direct Forrest Gump tie-in.
Yeah,
but
no,
like
I know.
someone learning about their family's history, where maybe there is a family that has fought in every single war in the history of the United
That'd
States.
be interesting. I'd like that.
That'd be very
I would be
interesting.
enticed by that if like season 1, like World War One, or maybe even back more, like the Civil War, Revolutionary War, French Indian War. I think that could be interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Hopefully it's not on HBO because I'm not paying for that. Lower your prices, man.
Games
They can make it
Prime,
into
dude.
like Assassin's Creed
that's
almost.
true.
Amazon Prime.
Super-
Newsroom.
Super far into the future.
Watch the Newsroom.
Put them on technology. They go back in the future, fighting that war. Think
That's
about
what
it.
it's like
Think about it.
Assassin's Creed. They're getting the Animus.
Exactly, dude.
Assassin's Creed, their ancestors.
We're way off topic.
Battlefield
Done.
TV show crossover with the Assassin's Creed movie. There you go. There you go. Ubisoft / EA. There's all your money.
Think on it. Think
Moving on.
Think about it.
Next story. Also from Polygon. Pokemon Go data usage will be free on T-Mobile for a year. An
Whoa!
entire year. Throwing the gauntlet down to AT&T and Sprint and Verizon. T-Mobile is jumping on the Pokemon Go craze in a big way. As part of T-Mobile's weekly promotion, T-Mobile Tuesdays, the cell carrier is giving their customers free unlimited data usage for Pokemon Go through the end of August 2017.
Dang.
Free though?
Too bad you have
it
to
ever
have
free?
T-Mobile.
You're a jerk. What if they want to sponsor this?
It would be all you. I'd just
You
stick
know
with Verizon.
Shout out, dude.
You could
T-Mobile.
get free data for a year that you can't use because it doesn't connect anywhere.
Yeah.
T-Mobile.
But you still have to pay for it.
Real savage. Messed up. There was like
It's
50
cool.
million
It's cool.
Pokemon Go stories this week. I thought that was like the coolest one that kind of stood out.
Granny's getting shot
Yeah.
in the streets by a man in a car
Children
Little boys getting taken from crazy old men
in
Yeah.
ghetto Pokemon Go trucks.
and windowless fans.
Parents,
Shout out to
don't let your kids Pokemon Go alone.
Shout out to your mom's grandpa.
Don't let them Pokemon Go alone.
Yeah, that was like that should be a catchphrase for the game.
Don't go.
Don't Pokemon
alone.
Go alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Or, like Hillary Clinton once said, I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I want to get these kids to go Pokemon Go to the polls.
Whoa.
if there was ever a line that showed how out of touch she is,
That was such a bad joke.
she's like your grandma that's just now getting on MySpace. Like, she's that far behind.
When I watched it, I was like, this can't be real right now.
She's an idiot.
And then Donald Trump drops the video that you sent me.
That was-
The endorsement or the attack ad,
Yeah.
where it's the Pokemon Go and
Yeah.
it catches her. Shows you two different campaigns.
Go to his
Going two different
Facebook
ways.
page and scroll down a little bit because it came out a couple of days ago. There's a video of him catching a wild Hillary Clinton on Pokemon
And it has
Go.
her stats.
And her stats
It's like
should
avoiding
pop up.
jail and like
30,000 exposed classified emails. My favorite part of that was
Next
down-
evolution. Yeah.
Unemployed.
Next. It's so good.
Anyway, we're not getting political. We hate them both.
Yeah.
Gary Johnson, 2016.
I don't know about that either. Anyway, we're getting way off topic. Next story, Microsoft drops out of Gamescom and Tokyo Game Show this year. In a release from Larry Herb, their company
Getting
spokesman.
that sweet herb.
Larry, well, I don't know, HRYB.
Smoking that dank herb.
Herb. I don't know.
Bank herb.
Herb.
Herb. As you saw at E3, we have a solid lineup of
Solid
games
Xbox.
launching this holiday. Shut up.
I said one thing.
Along with other entertainment experiences. We've changed our approach a little, though. This year, Xbox will be focusing on smaller, more localized promotions and experiences for press, partners, retailers, and customers around the world. Which means that, as you might have seen on some of the news sites today, we will not be taking part in Gamescom or Tokyo Game Show this year. 2 days, and then 2 days later, Sony, in a less eloquent and less informative way,
Sony.
also backed out
Sir
of
Tyler.
Gamescom this year. There will be no PlayStation press conference at Gamescom, a PlayStation France representative said.
They're
So
leading.
that was it.
They're leading.
That was it.
They don't need to say anything else.
Bunch of jerks.
They don't need to. They're winning. Who cares? Gamescom, you Europeans.
Yeah.
Poo poo.
Anyway, yeah.
That's what I say.
Well, it's kind of big. I mean, Gamescom was getting some traction as a big
It was.
showcase.
And that's why I want to spend a little time on this because I want to get thoughts from both of you. Because Connor, you don't really know about Gamescom, but you know about E3. Gamescom was Germany's and Europe's E3. It was huge. Sony announced like big games there over the past couple of years. Sony obviously backed out last year in favor of Paris Games Week, where they announced Detroit Become Human by Quantic Dream. But it's interesting to see how people are pulling out of E3 now, and then now pulling out of these big events. And that makes me think that maybe they'll stay at E3 and do their conferences at E3, and then each one of them, like Nintendo, Xbox, and Sony, will each have their own PlayStation experience. That's the way I see it going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Nintendo already has their thing. I mean, what are they called?
The Directs?
Yeah, Nintendo Direct. They kind of just, when there's an announcement to make, they kind of just set one up. I mean, we haven't seen one in a couple months now, I feel like.
It would be cool if there was an event that they threw, though, like a PlayStation experience, and then I'm sure Xbox, that's what they're going to be doing. But the reason this is so interesting is because Gamescom threads the needle for their sales. Like, that's a huge show for them. Like, they see sales increase drastically every Gamescom, every year. So to see them pull out, because this is such an important show to Europeans, because this, they don't get to go there very often, especially Sony and Microsoft. All of them. None of them are based in Europe.
It's because they know who's more important.
That's right.
Americans.
USA. I don't know if you guys know about it, but we got our stuff together over here.
Maybe they're trying to make E3.
We got this Donald Trump.
Gamescom.
We got these race wars going on. We have it all sorted out. You should copy us. Get with the times, Europe. Get with the times.
Anyway. I don't care about Gamescom.
You didn't even want to put this in the news. I forced you to put it in the news.
I didn't think it was a big deal because we're still going to get these announcements when the companies deem them important to make. They're not feeling pigeonholed to make an early announcement or show something too soon.
So maybe that's why they didn't go.
But you're saying it as an American. Like, this is very important show for, like... And that's why... It's interesting. I want to see how they play this. Like, is Sony going to be at Paris Games Week?
Doubt it.
Is Xbox going to be it?
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
Doubt it.
Anyway.
So it's going to be, like... Is Xbox going to be at Paris Games Week? Or are they both
No. I think this is what you're saying. I think you're starting to see a trend towards these companies doing their own thing now.
I like those press conferences, too.
Yeah, they're cool. I mean, again, sometimes we get stuff that's like 2 years out because they feel like they had to make an announcement.
That's where they announced Killzone Mercenary on the PS Vita.
That did gangbusters.
Great show. Favorite show.
I like it because, like I said, I feel like these companies feel forced to make an announcement too soon, or maybe one that absolutely makes no sense to make.
Agreed. So let's see.
Let these companies make their announcements in their own time.
Play it out.
Connor.
What's up? What's up, Big Daddy?
Talk.
What do you think? What do you think about
I don't really know, man.
Thoughts.
Thought they were just... I don't know. I'm sort of agreeing with you guys. Like, they want to do their own thing.
This is no fun if we all agree.
Well,
then maybe, like... I don't know. I totally lost my train of thought, but... Maybe they don't have anything new to show at Gamescom.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're trying to make E3 more relevant.
Maybe. And that's another thing.
How many of these shows do we really need a year?
A lot. I like them.
Ugh.
I like the event.
Ugh.
I like the whole panache that goes with it.
Panache?
Yeah.
I like the whole
Italian?
reveal at once.
Is that even a word?
I'm somewhat Italian. So you can tell by my milky white skin.
Check out this farmer.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if you
Let's
think
compare.
look at the monitor.
Oh, dude.
You can...
I don't have one.
The white balance makes it worse. Actually, it's probably to
Right,
scale.
dude.
See, this makes it look like I'm out in the sun all day, but I'm not. This is just like years of never taking my shirt
That's
off.
why I call it gamer's tag. Or tan.
Oh, gamer's tag?
Gamer's tag.
That's a good one.
So that was news. Slow week.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the
Exciting.
Bunyea report. I like it.
Okay.
So what have you guys been playing? You got same as last week.
I've been playing a whole lot of nothing.
Me too.
'Cause
Pokemon
I've
Go
been
as
busy.
usual. Pokemon
I've
Go.
been on the go.
Pokemon Go. Black Ops 3, mostly. Just because I'm bored.
Making
Nothing
a lot
else
of...
to play.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been playing much just because I've been busy this week.
Mm-hmm.
Made 3 trips to the land of the ooh. My tummy growled.
Was that your stomach? Oh my god.
Brace for impact.
You know what it was?
That sounded scary.
Hold on.
Sounded like an
Are you sure
airplane
you're
going
the?
by.
She's the one pregnant.
Yeah, she's the one pregnant.
That sounded like a
But what
demon.
that was I have to fart. And I'm
All right.
clenching. I'm
Letting
clenching.
it out.
So it made like that weird like going back up sound. So I like
Yeah.
farted in myself.
So your stomach must be hurting right now.
What?
No, I'm good.
Really?
Did you just say you farted in yourself? Why did we spend? Hold on. What?
You know when you clench tight?
No.
Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
the
about.
gas bubble goes back up.
I don't know about the clenching tight, but I know like when you hold it in for a long time,
We're transparent.
it'll like
with
go
you.
back up
Audience?
in you.
Yeah.
And like rumble in your
Yeah,
stomach.
that's what just happened.
This just sounded.
I
gross.
farted
don't like
in my
this.
stomach.
But usually when that happens, my stomach starts to hurt.
Yeah.
Like once I
So
get
if
to
you
that point.
burp, is it gonna smell like it?
No.
If it popped, the gas bubble popped inside your stomach. Is that how it works? No, it smells like.
No, we're good.
It smells like.
It
I've always
smells like
tried,
gross pizza.
No, it smells like raspberries.
Oh yeah, because I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
That was the
no.
Bunyea report.
Hold on.
Okay.
Been really busy this week, making a lot of trips down the mountain before my stomach decided to go nuts. Got a flat tire on Tuesday.
Hold the phone, ladies and
Holy
gentlemen.
crap.
We're gonna go to break real quick, and we're gonna tell you how Kyle almost killed me because he's a giant man, baby. Okay, so we're about to tell the story. We went down the hill. You took me down the hill, and for those of you, we say down the hill. So a lot of you probably don't, or a lot of you probably do know, but a lot for the listeners
Yeah,
that don't.
let's
know
be real.
us,
The people watching this
Yeah.
are moms.
They do know.
For those of you blah, blah.
This is why you don't do the news
For
anymore.
those of you who don't know us, we live on a mountain,
I don't.
the San Bernardino
No.
Mountains.
They do.
He doesn't. He lives down the hill. And when we say we're going off the mountain, like down into civilization, we call it down the hill.
Yeah.
And up here on the mountain, the roads have real damage, like create real damage to your vehicles.
Yeah.
Your tires
Like
don't last
rugged
long.
roads.
The turns are a little banked. There's some potholes.
It's bad.
Rocks.
So the other day,
Crackheads breaking their beer
tell-
bottles on the highway.
Yeah.
This is my
All
first
the
time
time.
hearing this story, so.
No, so we're driving down, and let me be clear. I knew I needed tires
Okay, how long ago were you like, we're gonna get I should get these changed?
like a month ago.
A month ago.
You waited that long?
A month ago, and when
Well,
I got in the car,
hold on. Because you can vouch for this. You didn't even know how bad they were.
but they looked bad. Like they were like bad, but I'm like
Yeah.
Mike Doherty, son of Mike Doherty, so I'm like,
Were they
they're
bald?
fine.
Like Super Bowl?
They were.
They're bald. They were
Yeah,
bald.
the
Did you see the
outside.
wiring?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Gosh.
Sorry, dude. Jumping a little.
Tell the story.
Freaking Connor.
Okay, so
Good
the
boy.
outside,
Good boy.
probably 3/4 of the tire still had like minuscule amounts of tread. I had like
No tread.
Shut up. They had a little tread on the
Living
outside.
life on the edge.
The inside quarter, when we changed the tire.
All right, hold on. Okay,
What?
you butchered it because I got in the car and we were fine.
Oh, yeah.
And I got in the car and the air thing went on, like
Yeah.
your sensor went off.
His
He's like,
fat
"You're too
butt
fat.
popped my
You popped my
tire."
tire." But he's like, "Oh, it happens all the time. Whatever." So we start driving down the hill, and it's a real windy road. Like we're like 7,000 feet in elevation. So
6,000.
6,000 whatever. You gotta go down 6,000 feet, and it's just this windy road all the way down. So you need to have good tires up here.
So we're at the top of the hill and we're going, and my car starts to do this.
Going flat.
And I'm
And he
like,
corrects it.
this
What is
doesn't
this?
feel right. So I'm going to slow down. And we pulled over. And Mikey gets out of the car, checks.
It's fine.
Doesn't look wrong.
And then I go, "Holy crap, your tires are awful." Like they were bald. This is when I first saw them because I didn't know they were that bad. And I was like this is bad, but whatever. Like we're going down the hill. It's not gonna be a big deal. Kyle's an idiot. And I get in.
And we start going again. And then we hear the flop, 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 flop. And we're like, crap. So we pull over. Takes us like 10 minutes to figure out where everything is.
Yeah, and then
Where the jack
well,
goes.
first of all, it happened where we got out. Then Kyle goes, "Oh crap! Do you know how to change a tire?"
Wait. Okay. None of you grown fools.
I do. He didn't.
Never had to.
The old guy here doesn't
Okay.
know.
Never
how
had to, man.
Do you know
That's
how
why I
to
called
now?
him a man
Yeah.
child.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
I call because
It's not that hard to figure out. You put the jack where it goes on the frame, and you crank it up,
Yeah.
unscrew the bolts, put the donut on, throw the piece of crap tire in the trunk, and go.
Yeah.
Which is probably still in your trunk, your donut.
Yeah,
Probably
I haven't
still
put it
loose
back
in
yet.
But yeah, so I was like, you grown man-child. Are you kidding me? You don't know how to change a
Hold
tire.
on. Okay, we're got the car up, right? It took like 10 minutes for someone who knows how to change a tire.
Because they had this weird crank thing for the...
Oh, those suck.
Yeah,
dude.
see, it wasn't like a regular like crank. It was like the weird wire crank thing.
Yeah.
So I've never used one of those before, so it took me a while to figure that out.
Is this like were your knuckles hitting the ground on this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, those suck.
They're terrible.
They need to
Anyway,
make new ones.
we get the car off the ground. Neither one of us is manly enough to get the freaking lug nuts
Yeah,
off.
because I don't want to break it because I always remember my aunt don't
Yeah.
do that. And then we had to lower the car again because I was like, this makes sense, physics. You can't have the wheel up and then have it like dragging on the bolts, otherwise it's gonna be hard to get off. So you have to make sure the tire's on the ground. So we had to put it down.
Yeah.
And then one of our people that we know.
No. So then I look back, and I see
Say names. Don't say names.
my friend Scott Limpus.
Oh, I'm not gonna delete that out.
Okay.
I don't care.
He's a good guy.
But I'm
He's a
just
good guy.
saying, don't
People
like,
need to know.
Just being
He's a good man.
okay. Scott Olympus is a good guy.
He's a good man. He pulls over. He's late for work, by the way. Pulls over to make sure we're okay.
Good guy.
Oh.
He's got to drive all the way down to frickin' Universal Studios.
What?
Because he's in charge of safety stuff for those kind of places. Pulls over, makes sure we're okay, and then he frickin' mans up and
Yeah, he
loosens our
showed
bolts.
me up. He took the thing. He took the
crank.
the crank onto the bolts. And he just steps on it.
Tire.
He
Yeah,
gets
that's what
on
you
it.
should do.
I was like, I didn't know you were supposed to do that.
Yeah.
I always thought you had to be careful with that, but
No.
he came in,
You're not gonna
showed
break.
us how to be men.
Yeah.
So we're men.
Thanks.
Get it off. We get the donut on. But when I
we're
pull
men.
off, because I'm the one doing all the work, Kyle's just
Yo, I'm trying to
texting his wife.
No, I'm
whatever.
calling.
I'm okay.
calling tire places to make sure we can get
And then
home.
he says this Walmart has an auto place. It never had an auto place in my whole existence of
No.
living on the mountain.
Okay. Anyone who lived on the mountain for more than 15 years knows Highland Walmart at a point in time did have
had a
an
tire
auto
place.
center. Yes, thank you.
No.
Thank you.
Never.
Then they changed to their super Walmart that they are now, and they took it out.
Anyway, so
Sorry,
he calls
that
it.
memory
Beaumont.
sucks.
So he has me call it first, and I go, "Do you have tires?" And the lady's like,
No, that was I called first, and I was like, hey, get me your auto department.
"No, that was
And
after me."
No,
After I
no,
said, "Do you have
did-
tires?"
I did it twice.
Okay, whatever.
Because you were trying to take the tire off, and I was calling.
All right, hold on.
So
I-
she puts me on hold for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, screw this, I'm hanging up and calling somebody else. My phone's not working, so I'm like, Mikey, try calling that Walmart back, seeing if they have this tire while I try to call Kaylee so I can get the AAA number.
Just in case we need to get towed, which I suggested we
Right.
should get towed. Because we needed to get towed.
So then he asked the Walmart lady, do you have tires? And we don't sell tires. Okay.
Wait,
That was it.
Was she,
She
like,
yelled at
Stop,
him.
stop.
No, she yelled at me.
Okay, I
She
know.
yelled at
I'm
him.
saying stop him.
Oh,
I said, was she super country?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Okay.
You
and then,
stop.
And then he calls back and asks for the auto department again, and she transfers him to an auto department that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And so he's on the phone waiting to get transferred to an auto department that is not there.
anyway.
And I think that's better. Either she knew she doesn't have tires and told me, or she thought she had an auto department and no tires and put Kyle through.
It was a mess.
But when I took off the bad tire, I thought it was fine. Like I was like, oh, this is weird, whatever. I take it out and I hear Kyle go, "Oh crap!" And I feel the back of the tire. This
shredded.
lady, I'm bad. I had a car
was-
and my wire showed all the time at like points in my life.
Oh my god.
Wire was like fully exposed, cut through, and you could see the tubing
All the way around.
Yeah.
under. You could see the tubing under the wire.
So I freaked out because I'm like, crap. That means the other side is just as bad. So I go over and I like reach in and feel because it's
Just as bad.
It's the very inside. So I'm reaching. And I'm like, oh crap, this side's just as bad. We're screwed, man.
Oh my god.
And then so I'm like, okay, like find signal because we don't have signal. So and that's where the phone calls happened when we drove. We had to go up, and then we had to go up a little bit, and then we got signal. We made those calls. I'm like, Kyle, let's just get it towed, or like drive back to your house, and tomorrow you can get it done someplace up here because there's no way you're making it down the hill.
So as I always do,
course.
I
Kyle-
used my wife as my moral compass. gave her a call, and said, "Baby, what do you think I should do?"
Yeah, baby.
What's up, baby? What do you think I should do? Should I drive down and risk it? And if we get stuck, we'll just get towed?
And at this point, I'm like, Kyle, don't. He's like, what's the worst thing that could happen? I said, the worst thing that can happen is we get stuck where there's no service and we don't have a tire. And that way we can't get it towed anymore at that point.
Yeah.
He goes,
Anyway.
we go.
So we went because my wife said go, and I trust my wife. We go, and we made it. It was sketchy.
Yeah, we had to go.
I'm going 20 miles an hour with my hazards on, getting flipped off by grandmas.
People were so impatient. People were jerks.
Anyway,
don't be a jerk driver, especially if you live on the mountain.
Don't live in a small town and be a jerk.
I know who you are. We saw you.
Anyway, so we make it down there.
I see you.
We make it down there. And Pet Boys is slammed. We're in line. This dude in front of us is like fighting over the price of what he just had fixed, even though, they give you a quote ahead of time.
This guy was there for a solid hour. We got there like 6:30.
Yeah, we got in line at 6:30.
At night?
Yeah. They closed at 8, so I was like, oh, we got an hour and a half.
We got to the guy at 7.
Yeah. Yeah. We sat there for like a half hour. So we get up there, and the guy's like, are you dropping off or picking up? I'm like, I'm dropping off. It's like, well, what do you need? It's like, I need 4 tires because I can't get home without.
And he said, bye tonight.
Yeah. He's like, I have one guy back there. Everybody else called in. But couldn't get home, so I had to get the tires. So we were there waiting until 9 o'clock at night. 9:15, I think, is when we finally got in the car.
No food.
Yeah, Mikey was getting hangry.
It was bad. Man.
I bet.
It was rough. But
got it.
Night got better. Because we left. We went over to the Habit at Mountain Grove, and as everybody who lives around us knows, Mountain Grove is packed, and you always have to park super far away. We got a spot right in front of the Habit.
Dang,
one of those angled spots.
This is his getting better story, as he gets to walk 2 feet less.
Wow.
Getting better. Hey, it's a lot of feet
bro.
less. It's a lot of feet less. Didn't have to incubate any of my pokey eggs. Anyway, got even better. No line at the Habit.
Oh.
No line.
That's new.
That's a new thing.
I've never
Maybe
seen that
because
happen.
it was 10 o'clock at night. I don't know. No line.
Oh, man. That was such a rough night.
That was a rough night. So that's why I haven't been playing games, because of trips down the mountain and that nonsense.
And then the day after we went down.
Yeah. We got to hang out with this guy.
Got Mod Pizza to catch Pokemon down in Mountain Grove. Mm-hmm. By the way.
Saw an odd couple.
Mod Pizza, worse than Biology. What? Are you hitting me? It's worse. It's worse.
Nah.
Biology here, Mod Pizza here.
Here's how you rank it. If you want to look like a pig rolling around in mud,
look, Mike
go to
Doe.
Biology.
Mike Doe don't care.
Mike Doe
it's
is
good
dirty.
pizza.
Mike Doe don't care.
Biology's sloppy. It's sloppy.
He don't care.
Mod Pizza's clean.
Okay, it's clean, but you get this cracker, like, you know those pre-packaged, like, crusts that you buy in a bag? It looks like it. It looks like those things that you buy, like, in the bag, and you put the sauce, and then you put it in the oven. No, I don't have none of that. Biology's better. I'll stand by that.
Friends reference.
Which also brings up, we also had an interesting discussion there. I kind of want to bring it up now, because we didn't get to fully talk about it.
There's a couple sitting there next to us.
I pointed it out,
Connor
by the way,
pointed
because
out.
I knew.
How did you know they were on their first date?
Well, the girl was sort of just like sitting there, like
I really
awkwardly, like legit awkwardly, and this dude's like staring at her, like sort of like talking to her, and like
because as we all know, who's in relationships. No, never mind.
It's like
you get less interested.
I felt the vibes. It was, and they're asking each other certain questions. Where like if you weren't on a first date, you wouldn't be asking those questions.
Yeah. They were feeling each other out. There's something weird though, and I don't care if I offend any of you. Y'all a bunch of freaks if you do this.
Freaky.
They were sitting on the same side of the booth. I don't care if I'm pounding the table. It's for emphasis.
That shouldn't happen.
No, never.
Okay, and then
Rule number one.
We all agreed on this. We're
Sit
like,
Don't sit on the same
you
side.
sit across
Eye
on the first thing.
contact.
Yeah.
And then I brought to the table, okay, what about a double date? And you guys said, okay, that's when you sit next to each other.
Yeah.
I still don't think so. I still think
Yeah.
you sit across from the person.
Why?
It's a double date for a first date, you sit across.
Oh, not a first date. I thought you were talking about like if I'm going out to dinner with my wife and her parents As much as I love my mother-in-law and father-in-law, I'd rather sit by my wife.
True.
I still like the across better. I don't like the next to each other thing, like for double dates.
And I think double
I like
dates
to be able
should
to
be
see
first dates.
No, double dates should
Agreed.
never be.
If
first
you're doing
dates.
a double date for a first date,
You
it's
should.
not a date.
Definitely don't do it.
Yeah, it's
It's one of those things where you asked her on a date and then she invited other people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a double date.
You were never on a date, my friend, ever. But I mean, that's how some people approach dating. Your sister and her husband, if we're giving our definition of a date, probably didn't go on a date for 7 months because we were always around. Our group of friends did not
Bless
leave
their
them
little
alone.
hearts.
They all dated around each other.
Hey,
Very incestual.
I didn't date any of them.
It's true. You always dated outside of the group.
Yeah, it always got me into trouble.
Kevin's the one that dated everyone in the group.
No, Kevin dated Sarah, and that was it. I thought we weren't supposed to say names anymore.
Of girls, alright? You guys are fine.
Bree.
Stop. Well,
I don't care. Anyway, no, so there's seating etiquette. It just freaked me out. I think it's weird when people sit next to each other when they're on a date.
Yeah.
Because then you're doing this awkward, like, hey,
Yeah.
how's the pizza? Is it good?
Mm-hmm. And you knew
My pizza's
this
good.
dude read something or watched something on YouTube because this fool was legitly like all spread out like
freaking
that,
slinged out.
thinking
just
he
like,
was super confident. Dude, no, you weren't.
maybe.
Nah, man, that's not confidence.
What brings you to a YouTube video on that? What do you even search?
I don't know.
First
You
date
can search
tips? I don't
anything
know.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was weird. It was a weird couple.
Yeah, he was giving some body language that he thought it was going further, and she was not reciprocating, I felt like.
It was awkward.
Maybe it's because he sat next to her.
I think that was
This is
it.
freaking weird.
Anyway, we should probably move on from this.
Yeah, that was a good story time.
It was.
I think that's what the segment, if we get off topic.
That was
story time.
banging, dude.
So no games for me this week.
Yeah, same. I just haven't been able. I've been in and out of the studio. I've been doing tons of stuff for the studio. As you can tell, this whole wall's new to the studio. So, and the whole new setup. I was just figuring out better ways to do it. So I have had no time. I'm looking forward to. We talked about this last week. No Man's Sky. I think that's the next game I'm gonna play. I tried to jump into Resogun again.
Yeah, we got.
Wasn't scratching my itch that I wanted. We're about to play some games after this.
Yeah.
So. Should
No.
be fun.
I'll tell you what. You guys will see it on Monday, right?
Stickball one?
Yeah.
Monday.
That one scratched a good itch.
Monday.
That
one's
That was
fun.
a fun game. That was
I
a good
highly
party
recommend
game.
downloading
Entertaining.
that. Yeah,
All right.
it's a lot of fun.
Story time.
Story time.
Now, we're going to get into our random topic of the week. All right, and to this week's random gaming topic of the week is brought to you by Kyle. Kyle's going to do it today. I did it last week. Kyle's going to do it this week. Next week, it's going to be Connor, and then it's going to circle back to me, unless we have a guest. And then the guest will get a topic of the week. But you have two,
Who's the
Who wants
guest?
to be
if we have a
guest?
guest.
Okay.
Probably Ed, actually.
Ed.
I told
Ed?
him I wanted to get him on here.
Eduardo.
Eduardo Grando. I don't know.
Don't
his
say
name.
names.
He's going to be on here.
Don't say
He's
names.
going to be on here.
How dare you say that
He
name?
wanted to be on here.
Don't say names.
My boy Ed.
Okay.
Anyway.
So, what are your topics? I wanna hear
So first, I did turn on my Xbox to watch a little Parks and Rec on Netflix.
Turned it on, right?
Love that show. Love
show.
me some Andy Dwyer and Ron
this.
Swanson.
I'm Ron Swanson's.
Those
That's my spirit
episodes.
animal.
Those episodes that are Andy and Ron centric, my favorite. Anyway, I was looking up at my gamer tag. I was like, this is friggin' weird.
And
For those of you that don't know,
I enjoy it.
my gamer tag is Sketchy Mailman, all one word.
Love it.
And it got me thinking, what is the origin stories of your gamer tags? Because we all know PlayStation, you're stuck.
You can't change it.
You put it on there once, unless you want to have a new email address.
If you're buying a PlayStation, like recently, and you think the PlayStation 4 can change names, be smart with your gamer tag. Don't
You
do the
can't change your
420
name?
thing. Don't do the 69 thing.
420 blaze it up, boy.
Don't do the
Really careful.
horrible names.
Careful.
All right, I'm not saying any names.
You're really going to have to use the bleep button.
But
if we-
I've
if
seen
we
some
say something.
awful names. Don't do it. Because
Yeah,
you're not
please
going to be able
don't.
to change that sucker. And when you find an awesome gamer girl, you go, oh, let's play online. I'm just saying it's a scenario.
My
oh,
name's
let's play-
Mr.
Because
Well,
I've heard this
Front
before.
toe.
I've heard these scenarios before where these guys are like hitting on this chick on GameStop and she asks for the gamer tag and he has to say this awful thing. like this just most grotesque thing came out of their mouth. So, just public service announcement. Be careful with your PSN names.
Yeah. Well, even if you're applying for a job too,
420
that'll come up in
as your gamer tag, you're not old enough to be online at
You're
all.
probably 9 years old.
You're the 13-year-old that
100%.
says you're sleeping with my mom. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah.
and screaming the N-word.
I hate those kids.
They're
So
The
much.
worst.
Makes
We
Call
all
of
wear
Duty
what?
just a grind sometimes.
Freaking Call of
Get
Duty.
in there and get yelled at by a 12-year-old.
Scumbags like Sea Green over here.
What?
Anyway.
I don't say anything like that.
Anyway. Origin of your gamer tags.
Who's starting? Start with Connor.
All right, my gamer tag is Mountain Stink. Mountain spelled MTN like the Mountain Dew, and then Stink is just STINK, right?
How'd you come up with that?
That's a genius one, by the way. That's one of my favorite names of all time.
Well, Mountain, like literally, there was a Mountain Dew bottle sitting next to me. I was like, dude, I live up on the mountains right now. Why not just put MTN? Because nobody puts MTN.
Yeah.
You know? So I just write down MTN, and I was like, dude, what's a good, like, I just don't want MTN, you know?
Lame.
That'd be just
Mountain.
ridiculous,
What's up?
you know? Like, yo, what's up, Mountain? What's up, MTN? Dude, it's Mountain, bro, not MTN. But, and then I got to thinking, I was like, dude, my farts smell so bad. They stink.
I had no idea this was the origin story of this.
Legit. I was like, bro, Mountain stink.
Oh, lordy.
And then, you know, that came to be. Mountain stink.
I love that, like, you're so, like, mug light.
Yeah.
He could write for Family Guy.
Chargers.
Like,
He could write for Family Guy.
my brother's name, gamer tag, Sweaty Dust.
Did you come up with that one, too?
No, he made it up himself.
Yeah, I like that.
It runs in the
pretty radical.
family, dude.
Sweaty Dust.
This is a awesome game. I really like yours, too. So, how do you...
I love yours.
Okay, well,
He changed it, by the way.
no.
And then he changed it
No,
back.
it's changed back.
Yeah.
Good thing.
These guys gave me crap. 'cause
Yeah.
Xbox
It's so good.
did.
It's been...
Anyway, started out on PlayStation. That's when I first started playing online video games.
Which is weird.
My original gamer tag was not Sketchy Mailman. It was not. It was Lights Out
Oh, I remember this.
2156.
I was friends with
Lights
him.
out 2156.
I remember this. I
Okay.
forgot about all
Yeah,
about
it
it.
was-
Was the Hayes guy?
Yeah,
It was the
yeah,
half
yeah.
face.
It was
PlayStation
because
guy, so that was,
I'm a Charger fan. Sean Merriman hadn't been busted for steroids yet. He was a beast because he was cheating. And he had the Lights Out dance where
Imagine if
he
you
had
named
the...
your kids after that.
Oh, God. Anyway,
Get busted for heroin.
yeah. So my name was Lights Out.
Allegedly.
Lights Out 2156 because LaDainian Tomlinson was 21, Sean Merriman was 56. Beasts. So I was playing a lot of SOCOM 4, which still probably one of my favorite online
By the way,
shooters.
both your names, rapey. Just saying.
Anyway,
Lights out.
Really
Anyway.
rapey.
Lights out.
anyway,
Lights out, 21. Get in my van.
Lights
So-
out, you boo.
so I didn't have a girlfriend. I had no life. So I was playing a lot of SOCOM with this group of guys. We were in a clan, right? We were taking SOCOM by storm. And then I was over it. I didn't want to play anymore. Done. Every freaking day. Every day. Every half hour. I was getting message after message after message after message from the clan leader. What are you doing? Get on. We need you. Blah, blah. It's like a
Oh
freaking
my
full-time
gosh.
job.
Though, okay, honestly, SOCOM guys, like,
They're nuts.
they're nuts.
It was terrible.
Nutso.
I felt like I needed a
Hardcore.
restraining order.
It's like, yeah, ridiculous.
So it was
they
bad.
go hard.
It was bad. So I was over it. Got tired of getting stalked by, I don't even remember his name.
Don't say
All
it.
he's talked about is his girlfriend. We all know the girlfriend means
Was his dog?
you're alone. So I decided I'm just going to get a new account. I'm done. And with PlayStation, you have to set up a new PSN account. You can't just change your name. You can't pay to have it changed, which is stupid.
Man, that takes a lot
So-
of guts.
I was like, well,
PlayStation.
what's something that's creepy and funny? Like, what's the creepiest thing at the time I could think of? If you're mailman,
Wasn't your dad a mailman?
yeah. No, but on the mountain, you deliver to P.O. boxes. It's not like...
I know, but still,
like-
I just think it's funny.
It's not like down in the city where you're getting the mail delivered to your door.
Shout out to KB's dad.
Anyway, so I'm like, be the creepiest thing in the world if you had a sketchy mailman. Like, I mean, mailman with a peg leg, dirty shirt, beard down,
Why
looking
peg
like a
leg?
pirate.
Chest hair popping out.
Yeah, you just described a pirate.
Intense
Anyway,
short
A
shorts.
pirate mailman's the sketchy mailman.
With the rockin' side part.
Lifting that little mail slot, looking in, seeing if you're home. Like, I was like, that is the creepiest thing. So I went with sketchy mailman.
That's a good one.
Beautiful origin story. I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And you know what?
Not that exciting.
On the stink portion of my gamer tag, my dad used to call me Stinker, a.k.a. Stink. So I think that's where I got it too.
All right, your fart / your nickname.
/ nickname. So it's
Connor Green. Hit him
All
up.
right.
Not stink.
You actually you changed yours too, didn't you?
I did, just because I was lame. Like, it wasn't lame. It was still this very similar to mine. So, back in the day, my brother got the nickname Cheeks. Because he had big cheeks. Because us Dohertys got them cheekbones and got them that cheek fat.
It's not cheekbones, it's fat face.
Well, I just said that. We got fat faces, all right? fat baby faces, all of the Dohertys. So his friends used to call him Cheeks. And then my sister, they call her like Cheeks Second, Cheeks Junior, or whatever. So when my first like online gaming, like I got my PS3, I could finally be online.
You were late to the online scene.
Yes, I was. Yeah, I mean, I had a PS2 forever.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Forever, too. I held on to that thing. But yeah, I finally got my next-gen console after I got my disappointing Wii. And I was thinking of a name, and I just poached my sister's name. Her nickname, Cheeks Jr.
It works.
But originally it was The Cheeks Jr.
Yeah.
And that was before I cared about trophies. So I was like, this is kind of lame. Like, I don't like being called, like, The Cheeks Jr. Like, people would actually say the whole thing.
Cheeks.
Yeah, The Cheeks. So I was like, I don't like that. That's lame. I'm just going to go with Cheeks Jr.
The butt cheeks.
Yeah, I think I like the cheeks better.
The Cheeks.
You should go with the cheeks.
Now my
butt
trophies are
cheeks.
attached to it.
Oh,
I'm not
no.
changing it.
Trophies.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I got obsessed with trophies. So
Yeah, you did.
I switched accounts, and then I did Cheeks underscore I can't say it, underscore junior, and I stuck with me. That's my Twitter handle. That's my everything.
It's pretty cool.
So
Yeah.
poached another name from my sister, and now that's just what I go by.
It's okay. Your sister's used to having things poached.
I don't know
When
what
we
that
were,
is.
well, yeah, I should explain. When we were graduating from high school, we had like the senior assembly. You guys just graduated, so you remember like they put your name up where you're going to school.
Graduated like a year ago, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up. Who cares? You're still.
Let me make it sound like
You're still children. Children.
The face fools people. People
Children.
still think I'm in middle school.
Anyway, so I was like, I'm kind of egotistical a little bit. I got a pride issue. I was like, I don't want my name lost in the hundreds of us Rim High grads going to Crafton, because that's where I was going. Let's be real.
Crafton
And I was
Hills,
like,
shout out.
Crafton Hills. Shout out to Crafton Hills.
I was like,
Good
look,
boy.
I know my school's full of heathens, and I know that Sarah Doherty is going to Calvary Bible College, and she's going to be the only one on that slide. So what I did was I wrote my name and said I was going to Calvary Marietta Bible College.
Scumbag.
So Sarah no longer got her own slide. As a matter of fact, because it's alphabetical order, I was top billing.
Oh, snap.
Snap.
Dude.
Shoot dang.
What's up?
Anyway.
Gina.
Also,
So she's used to having things.
my friend David overheard you guys like talk about a story about how my sister used to be called Double D Doherty. I'm
What?
called Double D Doherty now.
Double
Just
D Doherty?
so you guys have that. I was always through like high school. That's what he always called me.
Kevin Ellis.
Double D Doherty.
Kevin Ellis
Again.
had some
Names.
awesome nicknames for everybody. That was your sister's. I felt bad.
And then I carried on to second generation.
And then mine was Bunsey because my last name's Bunyea.
I try to keep it alive.
Chris Barrett was
Shout out to
Wheezy,
Kevin.
Lil Wheezy, because
Lil Weezy.
he sprayed himself in the face with bug spray. and
Homeschool
couldn't
kid, that
breathe.
should tell you all you need to know.
Instantaneously.
And then our friend Taylor, her nickname was Teabag.
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 He's a good nicknamer.
He is.
Good nicknamer.
He's a good one.
Good
I'm
guy.
sure your sister loves her still.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, it carried on me, and I'll tell you what. Because it was like we went to a Halloween with you guys, and you went trick-or-treating with us, and that story.
Freaking Kevin.
And he
dude,
overheard it.
He would say
And
it
he
around
over-
a 10-year-old.
He overheard it and then just spread it to everyone. He calls me at work. Let's go, Double D.
Double D.
Thanks.
It's way funnier because you're a dude and you shouldn't.
I know, but I do. Talked about last week. It's the cheese off light bulbs.
I know, gross.
And
Body by cheese.
You have a second one?
I said it last week. Yeah, if we have time.
yeah, we got time.
I'm grabbing myself on camera.
It's all right.
So, again, baby on the way, and I've been thinking, what game is the first game that I am going to introduce my child to?
Crash Bandicoot.
Batman.
So that's what I'm going to ask you guys. First game you want to introduce your child to,
Oh gosh.
Connor, I want to hear you first because you
and why?
you're the
Dude,
more mature.
I don't even know, man. That's a hard one. There's
Yeah.
like so many games. I don't even know.
I know. I need help.
Well, what if there's something out at the time that like?
That's a good one. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, of the stuff that is out right now that you've played, that you fell in love with, what is the game you want to introduce your child to?
Now here's the thing, because if you start them off this gen, they're not gonna want to go back to next gen or last gen, like the
True.
like to the old NES stuff. So for you, I would say start them off Mario Brothers.
No. I want you. And I'll synthesize my own conclusion.
All right.
But I want to know what you guys, if you were having a kid, what games you would want to play with them.
All right. So right off the bat, or Connor, you go first. You're laughing. I want to hear.
I don't know.
this.
I was just thinking like maybe me and my little boy or girl could just shred some fools on like Black Ops or like Halo or something like that.
Dad of the
okay.
year.
Okay, but like
third grader.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
you know what? I don't know.
Prostitutes
The first
now.
game I was ever playing was what is it called? The racing game. The Mario Kart on N64.
Yeah, it's like Mario
Mario
Kart.
Kart on N64.
You're Mario.
That was pretty good.
And you're in like
So you know what?
Kart.
I think I'm gonna go with Mario Kart.
All right.
I think
Alright.
that's my choice.
Okay. Well, I don't know because, like I said, I would want to. You know what? Any of the Crash games besides Crash 1, Crash 2, Crash 3, CTR, or Crash Bash. All of these games. I mean, if you want to play with them directly, Crash Bash, Crash CTR. If you want to like watch them play, help them along in their journey, Crash 2. And I'll tell you why right here. It's an easy game for kids to like grasp. You run, you jump, you spin, and the characters are so like likable, like they are as like kids. Kids gravitate toward it because it's like Crash is a funny looking dude. Like he's a funny dude. He's goofy. There's a story there, you know, but it's not too much story to where they get lost in it. Like not really losing tension of the story. Like it's easy. Crystals. You get the crystals. You collect the crystals to stop the bad guy to make this like ray gun. And then there's gems. And if you really want to stop them, then that shoots the beam and then destroys the ship. It's a whole thing. You know there's a set bad guy and there's set bosses at the end of each like warp room. It's just easy to understand, and it switches it up enough.
Right.
Each level's different. Keeps them on their toes.
And you kind of alluded to something earlier, and this is where I'm going. This is where I'm leaning when the time is right for video games. Especially with that mini NES coming out, makes it so much easier. I want to take them down the same progressive path that I had to go through
Yeah.
as a young child.
Yeah.
Trudging through the 8-bit era, the goofy N64 controller,
Yeah,
the uncomfortable
that's what I'm saying.
PS2 controllers.
You start them at knack. You know they're not gonna want to go back to
Right.
Mario Brothers.
Well, and I figure by the time
Game of the year.
they're at like current gen, whatever it is, they'll be old enough to play like the Call of Duties
Yeah.
with me and stuff like that. So it's like make them go down that.
And then they'll see. And here's the issue with this too, because I thought about this. I was like, yeah, I would want to start them off like older stuff and then work their way up to new stuff. And then when they get to a certain age, you give them that next gen console. You like buy it for them for Christmas or whatever, and then they'll be super stoked. But if they like see you playing your games, like look how beautiful it is and look how fun it looks, you know, they're gonna want to play.
Those are daddy's games.
Don't
You don't
touch Grand
touch.
Theft Auto.
I don't touch. I don't play Grand Theft.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Let them know
I was
what
trying
the
to make a
ratings
joke,
are.
Kyle.
That's what I was gonna do.
But, and with that, when they go over to their friends, they're gonna play some stuff. They're gonna play Grand Theft Auto.
Obviously.
My kid's not gonna have friends.
they will.
I'm the only friend they need.
I have friends. Your kids definitely.
No, I know.
I played awful. Like,
Yeah, we played a lot of bad
we played
games.
bad games.
Yeah, you always play bad games with your
friends,
friends.
yeah.
But the majority of the time, you're at home. So I'm thinking like Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3. Super
And then
Mario
like if
World.
they want, like use yours, but like not all the time, and you keep them off. And then because this is the beauty of that. Because it's like the hype thing I'm always about. You hype them up. Because then one Christmas, boom, PS4, boom, like, custom controllers,
Xbox One,
yeah,
Boom. Boom.
not Xbox One.
Boom. Sister.
Boom! Right here. Boom!
All right, John Madden.
Anyway, yeah. And if you don't think kids should be playing video games, don't be my friend. Because I think video games are constructive
Me too.
What up?
when played in moderation.
They help dyslexia. That's
It's
the
true.
thing. That was an article.
That's
was
the
a
thing, man.
All things are good in moderation. Too much of anything is bad.
Yeah. Too much cheese on light bulbs, you get like me. Too much video games, you get like me.
son.
A little bit of video games, you get like Connor.
Right? He's still in shape.
A little bit
We're-
of cheese light bulbs,
We're dying here.
you get on Connor Green.
Get on
He's
that
Mr.
Connor
Lifeguard,
Green
and
level
we're
housekeeping?
we're the flotation
Housekeeping?
devices you throw out to save the drowning child.
Work that panda. No big deal.
We cook food.
That's what we do.
I used to. I do other things now.
Blah, blah, blah.
Anyway,
That was good. I like those topics.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a good topic.
Next,
good things to think about for the future, gentlemen.
I do.
Comes quick.
I don't want kids ever, so I won't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I'll be buying your kid and
You
your
know what?
kid.
I
I'm
stuff.
think
sure
you'll have a
your
kid.
I'm
dad
gonna
didn't
be
want
cool.
kids
You'll be
either.
the first
Here
one to
you
have
are.
a kid, fool.
Oops.
Well, it's true. But
You'll have like.
I'll be the cool uncle. I'll bring your kids lots of cool video games. Your kids lots of cool video games.
You show my kid Crash, I'm castrating you.
Do it. You won't.
It's getting broken right there.
But you see, and then I'll give them tons of sugar and I'll leave.
That's
Because
what I like
I'm
to
not
hear.
going to deal with dumb kids.
Wow.
Don't have kids.
You'll never
Don't
be
screw up
around
your
my
life.
kids, huh?
Right?
Anyway,
Uncle Mikey's going to jail,
Uncle
kids.
Mikey.
I don't want to be called uncle too, and that has a bad connotation nowadays.
What?
I said I don't want to be called uncle nowadays. That's a bad connotation.
we're running out of time. We don't need to
Hey,
talk about
I'm the host of this thing. I say when it's over.
We're doing a bang up job.
I know. Chip Tooth Gaming.
Chip
Like, subscribe, share.
Sound like you're sitting on something wet.
These chairs are awful. You need new chairs.
He'll buy them for me.
I'll pass.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
bought
thought.
pizza and I'm looking at my account and I'm going, whoop! Too much.
Too much money. Well, it's because it's like $50.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Chip Tooth Podcast, episode 3. We're moving. We're steaming train rolling.
Cruising right through
Cruising
it.
right to the episode 100.
Yeah.
One day. One day. If you like this video, if you like this podcast, like, subscribe, and share. Like us down there. Comment down there. Share up there. Let the people know so you can join us as some of our friends. Come and join our discussions. Let us know in the comments below what you want to see us do, what you want to see, how you want to see the podcast go, what direction, what segments we should do. Let us know. We're here. We're listening. We want to know all about that good stuff you want us to do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You already know.
I'm working on getting us on iTunes right now. We're gonna be up on SoundCloud, so right after this post, we're gonna be on iTunes. So
Nice.
little golf clap. We're making it in the world. We look so angry,
I just wanted to see how long I could hold it. Sorry.
so angry. So you can follow us all on Twitter. I'm Cheeks_Jr. This is Sketchy Mailman,
I won't
and
talk to you.
that is Condisley Wisley.
Yeah, boy.
Follow us all.
Mhm.
Stay up to date. Chip Tooth Gaming is at Chip Tooth Game. Not even the E though, just Gam.
Damn.
Chip Tooth Gam. GAM.
Damn.
Stay up to date with us. Until next time, players. My name's Mike Doherty. That's Kyle Bunyea. That's Connor Green. And we're happy to serve you.
Curse the king.